Okay guys, we're back out here. I'm gonna retry that 50 and 100 yard shot with the 9mm today, because you gotta kind of test out your product sometimes. This is a KCI magazine. It's for Glock, 15 round magazine, standard. We're gonna test this out and we're gonna see how they actually work. They are polymer coated steel, just like the Glock ones and stuff. They have KCI written on the bottom there, and we're going to test it out because we're going to have some tool ammo and throw it through. These are just steel case, so we're going to test out the magazine and we're going to test out this ammo. And I have it in my Glock 19 Gen 4, my one that I usually use for class. This is the limited edition one. Okay, so we have 15 rounds loaded. I'm at 50 yards. If you can see it, we are gonna go for this target right here, all the way over here, closer to the trash can here. We are at 50 yards with a 9mm. See where we can get here. I got the camera a little behind 50. Let's just see where we hit. This time I'm going to put it right on the body. I didn't think I cambered one. Wanted to make sure before I got it. Okay, so there's 10 rounds. Let's holster up and let's go check this out. Now, not exactly sure where I was hitting. I know that last one hit to the right, but as I was saying before in the last video, I need to aim lower, so I'm firing center mass. We're gonna check this out and see where we were at here at 50 yards, and then we'll measure the bullet drop there. Probably all over the place a little bit. Not too bad though. I mean, I'm still hitting. Here's the next shot, and I was aiming right about here. I was aiming a little high, but I knew about these two. I knew those were a little low and right. That one I didn't really expect, but I'm still hitting center mass with some of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 good hits. The others might have been a couple out here. I'm sure that's new. So anyway, well, now that we know where we're hitting, let's go back to 100 and see where we get. It's getting a little cloudy out here. We got some overcast, so I don't have a whole long time. I want to kind of hurry this up and spend this, but right there, they're hitting maybe a little low. They're hitting right about where I was aiming. So we'll go back and we will see. Probably should have marked that, but I could pretty well tell where we were at. Let's grab our stuff here and alrighty, I am going to put this back in. Okay, first of all, let's get that magazine back out. Magazine worked really well. I couldn't tell from the Glock magazines. When I was loading this, it was a little tough. Now it seems to be just fine. First time you load them, they're a little tough. once they start getting worked, then they'll loosen up a little bit. And 11, 12, 13, getting a little tough still. That's to be expected. 14 and 15. All right. So, actually, I'm just going to leave that there. Let's just take this back. Excuse me. As I said before, this is woke up with a little bit of, I think all the rain brought some stuff, so allergies, that kind of stuff. All right, this pole with the green sign, let's get a little behind it here. Pole with the green sign, there's a little bit behind. So let's go for this again. Get a good spot. Line up. All right. Now I should have one extra round. There's one in the chamber. I'll walk back up about even here. Okay, about even, about even. Same target. Now at 100 yards, you really need to take your time. So I'll be firing a little slower. That was a little low and left. They're empty. Holster back. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and take it out of the tripod here. I know some of those were a little off at 100 yards. Man, it's we're just now getting back up to the 50. At 100 yards, any little bit is, if you're off 1 degree from back here, when you're up there, you're off several inches. So I could hear it hitting, but I'm not sure where. So when I had it in my sights, I could barely see the head at the top of the sight. Now my sight covered the entire body of the target back there. So I just let, since it's, yeah, see, I'm getting good shots. Okay, 100 yards, I'm getting pretty decent shots. There was a couple over here. I knew there's an extra one down here. I knew about these. These are a little low, kind of new on those. That one was probably a little high, but it's a good, pretty well dead center shot up there. And it looks like I've got some holes down in here, probably some good misses up in the holes. But yeah, it looks like there's a good grouping right down here. So I don't know who all's, I mean, I'm sure not all those are mine. But I mean, if you look at they're just kind of all over the place. Excuse me. But I do know I had one high and right. I knew at least about that one being low and left there, or I'm sorry, low and right. Low and left, just low. But again, I mean, when I was looking, and this, let me get this out so I can show you. This is actually just a fiber optic sight. So knew that the bullet, I was literally aiming like right here when I had it. But this whole thing, reholster here, this whole thing, my front sight was wider than the neck. And so I just could barely see that head popping up over it for most of it. And that's where I tried to keep it, because I knew it would drop down some. We're dropping quite a bit down here, but I do have a good couple of solid hits up here. So I know some of these are new. So we're evidently doing better than we did when we came back out before. So when we were out here the last time, because we were a little bit all over the place, I didn't really know where we were hitting, and we were hitting all way high, because these are some of the old ones up here. So, and I had gotten a headshot and then one right over here for last time and stuff. This time I brought it down, because I was right up here. I was trying to cover the entire target with, because I figured if it was an 8-inch drop, it was going to hit somewhere right around here. And I didn't. I ended up hitting more up here than I thought. So this time brought it down to about here. I could go out and aim right here for center mass, but if I did that, I knew that bullet drop would be way down here, and I didn't want hits all the way down here. I wanted to try to keep them on target in the black. So we're figuring it out. We're going a little further. We're getting a little bit better. Excuse me, my sinuses are draining today. So yeah, I mean, we're getting better. And that's what you should be able to do. That's what you should be able to mark. Every time you go out, you should be able to get a little bit better. Now, I know it's only been a few weeks, but it is a perishable skill. That's why this is really, really important to practice. Practice is really important. It is a perishable skill. So I'm going to go back out here to 50 yards, and let's just do 5 rounds at 50. Okay, now that we've been out to 100, we know right about where we're hitting at 100. Let me see right about where I'm hitting at 50. Okay, let's try it again. We're at 50. I'm going to back up just a little bit so that we're just, camera's a little behind the line of fire here. Oops. All right, we're at 50. Again, shooting at that target there. So the magazine seems to be doing really well. These, I've got them, they're about $10, okay, just for a price point for you. They're $9.99. Can't really beat that. There's a steel, polymer coated steel. I mean, you can see these things. They are steel and polymer in there. It's just coated steel, just like the Glock ones. So hurry up and do this real quick. Don't want to keep you waiting here. 2, whoops. See, dropping them in the tall grass. Can't do that. 3, 4, all right, and 5. All right, so here we go. Yep. Back up here to the 50 again. Hopefully I'm not blocking the shot. Can't really see, but let's load one. center mass. Put that back in. Last time we're going to go up, we're going to look at it. We're at 15 minutes here, so a little over 15 minutes in the video. I don't want to make it too long. So let's go up. I want you to be able to see this. If you're watching it on break or something, I want you to be able to get through it. But let's go up and look, see where I hit. Yeah, see, a little lower. We're getting right about where we were wanting, right up in here. So I really need to mark these things. I don't know what's new and what's not. Anyway, I believe that one's new. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and watch the video. But anyway, so it looks like we are hitting somewhere around 2 to 4 inches low, maybe a little more at 50, and it's really kind of hard to tell because some of those were way down in there. Oh, got wasp landing on me. Somewhere down in there at, I would say, about 8 inches low. 6 maybe inches low. Well, I don't know, see, because on some of those are down there at the bottom. So I'll have to kind of do a little bit more research, see exactly how and where. I really need to try to put it in some kind of a vise, and then I'll be able to see where I'm hitting low exactly, because you're never right on exactly every single time. But yeah, anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here on YouTube, because I'm going to post it on YouTube. Like our Facebook page, Squirrely's Gun Shop, and then Last Man Standing LLC. That's probably the one I'm going to start putting this on. It's Last Man Standing LLC and stuff. That's more of our training. So make sure that you like both of those pages, and then go up and under the following, make sure that you follow that, hit see first, so you don't miss out on anything. I'm Brandon Eichhorn, Chief Instructor. I want to thank you for that. Thank you for joining me on my journey and being with me during my journey, and supporting by sharing this video. Thank you for all that. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay awesome.